It was my wife's idea. She has a friend that has a small school south of Philadelphia where he teaches kids how to sing, and the kids were so amazing. She always wanted to do a film about it, so we decided to go there and make this film. And there was about 100 kids to choose from, and they were all absolutely fantastic to watch performing. And they ranged in age from 7 to about 17. And we decided to try and make a film that was for the audience that actually went to see High School Musical, which is actually the tweens, but this time a movie starring the tweens, because I don't think anybody's really made a movie starring that group of children. And the other reason we wanted to make it is because for that audience today, there are so many animated films for children. There's nothing for them to go and see which, involves actually children, their own peers doing things. So we tried to make a movie actually starring kids, for kids, and they wrote half the script as well, so they're just wonderful in it. I actually was the writer of it, but it was inspired by each different one that came into the place. If one would come in, I think, well, I'll write that character. And it was actually based upon the personas that were there. I had a frame for the story, and then we, set about finding all the songs for the film. Well, it's really just, it's a framework to do a musical to show how wonderful these children are. And as the movie progressed, characters came in that actually created other story lines within the story. Well, it's interesting because since we made the movie, the kids have all stayed together. They all loved each other. I mean, there was no sort of this competition with each other to be the star or the leader of any particular piece. In fact, it was very egalitarian. One would do the lead in one dance, some of the others would say, well, why don't you do it this time? So there was that aspect, which I think is a wonderful thing in the American kids today, is that they're very sharing in everything. So I liked all that. And so the kids have stayed together. They're now putting on a show. They're taking it on the road. They have their own bus, and they're traveling around on the bus doing performances. They're going to be in Knott's Berry Farm on I think the 4th and 5th of July. And the picture opens on the 16th of July. We're having a premiere. They perform at all sorts of functions, around the country, showing off their talents and everything.